shot, a spell that's meant to last. The crowd is roaring, feeling the electric shock, heading for the dragon to control the clock. This is the Nexus Rush, the final push in Merc Academy. We're breaking through the crush, Valhalla's roar, against the NF glow. We're fighting for the glory and the semifinals law. Yeah, we feel it in our veins, ignoring all the pain until the victory screen. Our legend still remains. This is the Nexus Rush. N9TF MIAW moves with the Phantom's grace, a stealthy ambush right in the enemy's face. The Berserkers answer with the thunders engage, a front line of iron burning up the stage. The Baron's pit, a dangerous silent plea. The final team fight for the world to see. One perfect engage, a catastrophic spell, a story of triumph that the holograms will tell. Inhibitors fall, the nexus is exposed into the final chapter. This saga is supposed. The pressure's building, can you hear the people scream? Living out the moment like a wild electric dream. This is the Nexus Rush, the final push in Merc Academy. We're breaking through the crush, Valhalla's roar, against the NF claw. We're fighting for the glory and the semifinals war. Yeah, we feel it in our veins, ignoring all the pains until the victor scream. Our legend still remains. This is the Nexus Rush. One final cool down, one last decisive fight. In a burst of color and a flash of blinding light, the Academy watches, holding their breath as one, until the battle's over and the victory is won. An enemy has been slain, penned up, build up. Are you ready? This is the Nexus Rush, the final push in Merc Academy. We break through the crush, Valhalla's roar, against the 9F cloud. We're fighting for the glory and the semifinals. Yeah, we feel it in our veins, ignoring all the pains until the victory screen. Our legend still remains. This is the Nexus Rush. Merc Academy semifinals. Valhalla Berserkers, N9TF MIAW. We are the champions. Nexus destroyed.
Peach.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Merc Academy Emerald League semi-finals. We have a great matchup here today between Valhalla Berserkers and N9TF MIAW. These are two teams that have made it this far, not in the cleanest of manners, but that does mean they've got a chance to put up a heck of a fight against one another and give us a very entertaining match today.
For sure, I'm super happy to be with you today, Brent. And I'm waiting to see Valhalla Berserkers play again and again and again. Like, we have watched them evolve, play through the entire season. They did they had their ups and lows. So hopefully that's not gonna be one of those lows. I would be looking to have some kind of games that are gonna be interesting to watch. N9TF, that's the first time for me to watch this. And for this point, I'm seeing Shaco, and maybe that's just
Okay. Well, okay. A couple of things to note, right? Valhalla Berserkers is playing with an emergency sub, and so they did lose their first 2 bans for this first game. And then production, can you remind me what that pick is? We have note that pick is Poppy there in the blue 2 slot, which is pretty dang good into quite a few champs, but I don't know that Shaco and Mordekaiser are those champs. If it is a Poppy, it is either in the top lane or the support right now. I don't see Pantheon going much of anywhere else nowadays, Sekio.
It doesn't make any sense to have Shaco Mord. Like, it doesn't make any sense to have Shaco. Like, first of all,
Shaco is an interesting choice, I gotta say.
you know, like, unless you're playing Shaco Oriana, that's something we have seen before, and it works somehow in the Emeralds League. So
The invisible
that's
ball
gonna be good.
delivery.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be the only thing that's gonna matter if you're playing with Shaco. Maybe get a clone and do some magic tricks. If you're playing jungle Shaco, you can just like destroy him up by taking his boxes at level 1 and keep invading him. Is gonna be just like as vulnerable as like, I don't know, your house cat. Something like that.
Now you got to be careful there, Sekio. House cats are one of the most destructive predators in their environments. If you let your house cat outside, it will kill like 90% of things it encounters. So maybe it is just as vulnerable as a house cat, and Shaco might tear up the rift. We'll have to wait and see as we see a Nami ban come out from Miao. Both, I imagine, a couple of bans going to be targeted at supports from both sides. Yep, we see the Nautilus is now next up. The support
Why would you ban
possibly
that?
still up for.
Like,
Okay, so the Volibear. So the Nami ban and the Volibear ban is, I feel like Meow, that's them covering their bases. They're hedging their bets, right? One is a top lane because you're not banning for the jungle because Pantheon
true.
is going into the jungle. And one is a support. And so they're saying Poppy might be topside, it might be support, we don't know. We'll ban one of each. But I think Valhalla is tipping their hand. If they're also banning out these hard engaged supports, it would indicate to me that Poppy is going into that bot side. But Poppy tends to do fairly well into Nautilus and Leona. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. MIAW going with the Sivir. That's going to be a pretty potent combo. Once it gets later into the game, the extra range, the extra attack speed, and it's honestly going to be pretty hard to dive them early on because of all that healing shielding plus the Sivir spell shield.
I was just like wondering, why are you banning engaged supports when you have Sivir and this composition? You literally need someone to enchant them, like Meliu, Lulu. It's either one of both, but like you leave them open, so the perfect choice is gonna be Meliu for the shields, the extra range, the uh mega QSS that you can give it to your whole team. So that's gonna be the big for them. Maybe they either go for a poke champion in the mid lane or in something that can engage. At this point, like, as long as Oriana, it's not open anymore. So maybe we can have Ari or Syndra, something like that.
We already picked up there for Valhalla Berserkers. Valhalla Berserkers obviously is going to be sending that. I imagine, all intents and purposes, that Poppy has to be going to the top side. A Karma top would be astounding to me at this stage of the game. But I've seen Stranger. I've seen Stranger.
Mm. I have seen Karma top lane in the Challengers League. Oh my god, we are having Morgana mid lane. So yeah, it's official. N9TF, like, if we remove Shaco and we add up something like, I don't know, an actual champion, that would have been like
You know
the
what?
best combination.
Normally I'm not the big like flame the champion pool, but yeah, I think Shaco is the odd one out here. For Meow, I just don't feel like they have a solid like go button. What is like their indication that they need to like engage? If they can get a good Morgana, route, plus maybe they can collapse with on the hunt and get some extra move speed that way. But they don't have any clear like go button.
Don't.
Whereas Valhalla Berserkers, their go button is also not necessarily the clearest, but they have a couple of options, right? Poppy can charge in, tap R to get the knockup. She can hold R to just punt people out of the fight. Pantheon has a pretty easy point and click CC. Oriana R can always be, a big fight changer early on. And it's a strange matchup this time because I don't feel like Valhalla Berserkers has a lot of synergy in their composition, but Miao feels like they're lacking some critical pieces for what I would want out of a composition.
It feels like you're playing in the mud from both teams if you look at the compositions. But like let's be real, let's look at this game as a solo queue point of view, or not a solo queue, like a ranked flex. You're playing with your homies, chilling late at night, Saturday night maybe, chilling in Discord. So you're gonna just like, yeah, there is no real engage from both teams, so you're gonna poke, you're gonna play into Morgana queues. Whenever you land a queue in any target, you're just gonna follow up with severe damage, try to do something with milieu and severe. That's gonna be for N9TF. On the other side, for Valhalla Berserkers, it's probably playing around bot lane because you're having an AP support